Hello, Johnny here. How's everybody doing? We're gonna go ahead and do the start of some coffee videos. Hi, Ozzy. Go on, get up on your bed, buddy. Get up on your bed. There's Ozzy. Up on his bed. Well, kinda. Yes, you a good dog, huh? Yes. Yeah, anyway. And today we're going to do the CHEMEX 3 cup. For some reason it doesn't seem to be as popular as a bigger CHEMEX is. But for me, since I'm single and going, it's like the perfect size. You can make a great cup of coffee, not a lot of mess, no leftover, you don't have to save it for cold, blah, 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 blah. And I just think it looks cool. And it brews a great cup of coffee. People say it's different than the bigger CHEMEX is. I really don't know that, even though I'm a coffee nerd. I'm not like super nerd. But I'd like to be, or I probably end up that way. But anyway, but what I found out is that I have a paper filter hack that gets it away from having 3 folds on one side and 1 on the other. So we're going to just get into that right now and make a cup of out of the CHEMEX. So everybody knows the half moon papers are for the little ones. At one time, so normally it's you fold it over, line it up, make nice crisp, do whatever, do as good as you can. Nice crisp seams are always good. And then you fold this up, little tail, make it nice. Then you fold this over. And you make it real nice. And then you open it up. And there you got 3 on one side, 1 on the other. But what I do is reopen it. I don't think anyone's ever seen this before. This is a good one. At least for me, it works really well. And then you cut out on the fold lines this little triangle with a half moon section of paper. Cut done. You end up with that. And we got alarm going on or something. And then you refold. You come on this, fold it up, and then just walk fold it, I guess is what you'd call it. Fold this little section back and over. Yeah, kind of messy. And you get it all over it. And then what you have is you have 2 and 2 and the little folds on each side of the bottom. So you got 3 and 3 in, or 3 and 3 on the bottom and 2 and 2 up there. Hello, that's people always talk about the extraction rates are different, and the water goes, it doesn't hit the grounds because there's only 1 paper on one side. So this kind of solves all that, and I've never got any grounds down at the bottom. And so here, and then so you just do the same, put it in, wet your filter. I always pick it up and slap it back in, turn it around, so it doesn't really matter which way it goes anymore. You don't have to put the thick side in there. Go that, give it a swirl. Take the excess, pour it in Ozzy's water bowl. He doesn't mind paper taste. It's one thing you learn about water, I think. And now we're getting ready to go. Ta-da, let's move the camera a little bit closer, see if that helps. See what we got going here. So, I've already measured out what was left in my... This is Whoosh Whoosh from Yaw Coffee Roasters in Las Vegas. Cool dude. Really good. Really good. roaster coffee, but this is about 19.5, so I'll do 330, which is the maximum. If I measured it right, where this little bump comes before it hits the filter bottom, that's about 330, 350 grams a milliliter or whatever of water. So 19 and a half, 20 is good for me at 325 add. So I'm using Time More Chestnut. It's a good little grinder. It does good pour over. CHEMEX, AeroPress. When I do espresso, and when I use my Orphan, a great grinder that it does it much more consistent and much more finer. Okay, so anyway, let's see what we got going on here. Anyway, so I'm at 12 clicks on the Time More Chestnut. Oh, almost forgot. 2 sprays. Sometimes you could do 3, but it's a big difference. No static. Gets caught a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Knock it down. And it's a slow grinder. It's not though. Orphan is even slower to get it at 200 milligrams or 300, because I use it for the Flare 58, and you got to go a little bit finer. So I'm not timing it, but it's going to take a minute or so. 15 clicks. It takes a little coarser than what some people like it, but I like the clarity of fast pouring the CHEMEX. I don't know, it just tastes good, especially with this. Oh, this wasn't Wush Wush, this was Yirgacheffe. This is the last of the Yirgacheffe we roasted for me. I have some green Wush Wush that I got put in that I'll roast myself, which I'll show in a different video on the Kiowa. Oh, I thought it was on, oh yeah, a little bit. A home roaster. I bought it when it first came on the market, and you were able to get edits for the life of it, which is way cool, because now I think that only has profiles unless you get the Pro Roaster, which is like way over $3 grand. Oh, I don't need to do that, just pour it up. Pour at the bottom, but putting a little bit of water in there, the head cut off during this whole shot, oh well. You'll see. No static. No little thing. Nothing to clean out. It's amazing how that little bit of spray of water does it. Doesn't really affect anything, so let's see what we ended up. We'll open this up. And this is a Wakako scale. I like it. It's a little quickie fast one. It works real well, and I've gauged it against some of my high dollar scales, and it's really close. So we had 19 and a half, and it's 19 and a half in there. That's amazing. It's usually off a little bit. Okay, so here we are. Flatten that bed out a little bit. Tear it up. We're at 0. We'll take the Ode kettle and we'll dump in 50. And 51, 52. And we'll push the timer. Give it a swirl. And if you really want to get it soaked down, you can take your little chopstick and dig it up at the bottom. I don't really know if that's necessary or not. Not on a 12. It's not too fine. So we'll let her bubble, breathe, and bloom, and do all that for. And there's 30, 40 seconds right now. And then we'll pour. Just keep it around the center. Pretty I don't ever count it, but get as close to the edge as you can and run it up to like a bucket and a half. See if I can get it exact. Oh, no. 159.9. So give her a little swirl to knock all those grinds down and just let her drip for a while. So far we're only at 1:10. I like the CHEMEX to try to come out. Sometimes with the CHEMEX you get a little bit of oomphy there. And if that happens, you can just lift up your filter a little bit and redo it. Okay, that's 130. I'll top it off. There's 225. And it looks like it's going to want to choke, so we'll shove this little guy down there a little bit. Open up that hole a little bit. You can hear it. It's a nice, good flow now. Just that air gap sometimes clogs up. So here we are at 2. We'll top it off to 310. A nice good flow in there. Probably can't see it, but it's pretty cool. This bed's looking pretty good, and we'll give it a little swirl. Okay. Wiggle that filter around a little bit more. That's 3 minutes, so we'll top off with the last of it. We'll go 325, 328, 330. See if I can get it exact. 3 drops. Oh, only 2 drops. Oh, yeah, always. Oh, hey, got it. 330 on the nose. Got lucky. And just let her rip. I figured that humming wasn't a, it's my inverter working, because I have a 1200 watt kettle cooking, and I'm on straight solar now, and I got all the electronics, so it's working. Oh, we're done. Well, very close. Let's take a look and see what we got in here. Nice flat bed. Could have been a little flatter if I would have stirred it a little more. Turn on some light up here. Maybe that'll help. Oh, yeah, pretty good. Hopefully you saw that. I wasn't watching in there and get head cut off on 3/4 of it. Typical Jonny video. So here we go. Here's my little trash can here for this. Pull it up. And there are no grounds in there with that little hack over there. So let's see what it looks like. How would you do that? Whoa, look at it. I don't know if you could see that, but that is a nice color. Okay. So there we go. Anyway, that was weird. So there we go. My CHEMEX with a paper hat. 19 grams, 19 and a half, 330 of water. I think that works out to be about a 17-to-1. I'm going to let it sit and cool down before I pour it off and have a nice cup of coffee. But anyway, more later. Bye for now.